the barrier to entry to talk about money is to have vocal cords and a phone. It's pretty easy to make stupid stuff on the internet. Here's the freaking problem though. I log onto my computer. Cody Ko posted a video, why finance TikTok suck. And Cody's a smart guy. I've heard some of his takes on money. But talking about money is my thing. So we're gonna do something a little meta. We're gonna react to his reaction video. First, I gotta get this microphone situated. But I only got one tripod, so when I'm using this, I have to use something else. Don't worry, we'll keep this knife sheathed, because I will definitely cut myself if we don't. Before we get into this video, don't worry, this isn't an ad spot. I only have 2,800 subscribers. But Cody, if you're watching this, I watched your podcast and I saw you talk about this before.
So I wanted to get into the van life.
I live in a van. So if somehow this video gets to you, Cody, you want to just talk about the van life, I'm sure you have much more influential people to talk about it with. But I live in a van too, so maybe that'll give me some clout in your world. Well, let's get into this video, because I've waited like a week to watch it, especially because I'm trying to get some of these sweet, sweet views.
Guys, I'm not just a YouTuber. All right, I don't just come on here and make little YouTube videos every now and then.
No, you make big YouTube videos. That's why I'm reacting to your channel right now.
I'm a lot more than that. In fact, I'm a multi-hyphenate, I would say. Rapper, singer, actor, comedian, cook, chef, businessman, owner, CEO, makeup artist, coder, surfer, boyfriend, son, father of a dog, handsome, cool, sick as foolish, lover, writer, romantic, but most importantly, I'm an investor.
Most importantly, he's an investor. Let's get that out of the way. I don't necessarily want to tell Kelsey that that's the most important thing you think of yourself. I know a lot of finance bros would be all about that, but to be honest, I'm not that type of money channel. Your money's got to serve you to be a better one of all of those things. It means those things are the primary if you're using your money to serve them. But we'll let this investor talk.
I'm an investor. As you might know, I've invested in companies like JuneShine, like Liquid Death, for example. Here's the thing. I'm going to teach you a thing or two. There's a lot of MPs when it comes to investing. This stands for moving parts. That's an A.
Thank you.
An acronym. ROI. Return on investment.
I knew... Oh, you said it before me. I knew that one. Okay, I'm going to get the next one.
QE.
Quantitative easing.
Quarterly earnings.
I was thinking QE in terms of the Fed, not in terms of investments. Stupid, Anthony. Stupid.
DAI.
You didn't even give me a chance. It came up with it. I hope this video isn't a DAI.
Look, you get...
Okay, we're a minute and a half in this video, and we have not seen a single TikTok yet. I'm just saying, Cody. You get big. You got like 5 million subscribers. So you could do whatever you want in your videos. No, you got to get to the point. Otherwise, the people will leave. At least they do for me.
Get it. My point is, for the average person looking for finance tips online, they might be poking around ehow.com. How do I make money? Look no further. The answer's right in front of your face. It's on TikTok. That's right.
True. All the answers are on TikTok.
And there's a whole world of finance influencers on TikTok that make content.
It's called Fimfluencers. Thank you very much. Call them by their proper titles.
Teaching you how to invest. And if it's one thing that people who are good at investing don't know how to do, it's make good content.
Is that why I'm only at 2,800 subscribers? I didn't know this was just gonna be a roast of my content today. Cody, I thought you were cool because you like van life, and I'm like, I live in a van, I invested in my business, I have Roth IRA, but I guess my content just sucks. Okay, let's see if he says more hurtful things.
Look, I'm not trying to knock these guys for trying to make their subject matter interesting. Finance, it's naturally a pretty numbers-driven, dry thing, and it's hard to make that funny or relatable. I think we should watch some together and maybe learn a thing or two.
Hopefully.
I mean, you'll learn. I already know everything, so.
Yeah, me too. I know more than him. That's the point of this video. I know more, so.
Let's see what we learn.
Check out my expensive limited edition sneakers. They're awesome. I just buy what's on sale and invest the rest.
Loser.
Whoa! Here's the thing. You buy the limited edition sneakers from a place that bought them for cheaper, which is how I got all my soccer cleats. I'm really gonna have to go get them. It's cold outside. Carissa is not going to be happy that I brought these inside the van. Because if you're new to my channel, I do some content about reselling. Going and buying stuff and selling it on Amazon. I used to do a lot more on eBay. The problem with this being a knife and not a tripod is I don't know where to put it. Talking about sneakers, the key is to be in between. You save money, but stop moving. Still get the higher end. I'm only going to take one of these out at a time so I can keep holding this. These are $120 sneakers, $30. These are my turf shoes for soccer. You're going to say you have too many soccer cleats, Anthony. I'm going to say, guess what? These cost like over $100 each, and I spent like maybe total $100 on them, so maybe calm down before you say that. These ones, $230 or $250 well used because I play soccer. And I'll beat you at it. That's all I'm saying. These were $25. All my soccer balls, bought them for $10. They're like $30 each at least. Got 3 more pairs of soccer cleats in there. The total value of all of them is like $1,100, but I think I spent like $140. So $140, not $1.40. So I'm just saying, you can do both. Buy the expensive stuff, but buy it for cheap.
Those hand-me-downs? What the dripless?
You don't need the drip if you got the cha-ching. I thought I would be able to think of something that rhymed with drip, and I couldn't. He's trying to say, oh, he's an investor. Investors think long-term, Cody. So you might have to wear the hand-me-downs now, and then later you can have all the drip.
What's with your hair, too?
I'm earning so much money, I can lease this Lambo. Bro, that's great. I still have the same car from college.
I don't have the same car because I live in a van. Cody, I live in a van like me because I live in a van, please. It's my whole personality.
I lost my job and I can barely pay rent. And that sucks. All my houses are paid off and I drive whatever I want.
50-year-old at that house just from being frugal? I don't think so, buddy. The house looks like it's like multi-million dollars. So you could get there from being frugal, but you have to spend absolutely nothing and make a lot of money. That's the problem with a lot of these finance TikToks is like, oh, you just be frugal. People who are 20 and 30 years old right now can't find good jobs, so they can't make enough money to have it matter either way. All their money's gonna be gone. Some just might have more credit card debt as well. You could definitely do it. I mean, we weren't making a ton of money and we just like lived on next to nothing and we're able to max out our Roth IRAs, but we couldn't do any more than that. We were making like $70,000 a year combined. That sounds to me like a Dave Ramsey kind of thing where it's like, if you just save your money for 30 years, you'll have $15 million.
That's why saving and investing is so important.
I mean, that's true.
Wait, why? Oh, because in the end, you both end up dripless.
Whoa. Why is he ragging on saving and investing when he said the number one most important thing that he was in his multi-hyphenation?
I'm an investor.
Just saying, you're not sounding like much of an investor right now, Cody.
Oh, I get it. You know, it's like the most obvious lesson ever. Don't spend too much. This guy's life just seems so boring. I mean, his hair is sick, but like, if you make a little cash, invest some, and then take yourself out for a little meal with the other little bit.
I totally agree with that. If you watch a lot of my videos about running your business, that's why I have a profit account where I just put money in, which is like I just bonus myself whenever I want to pull from that account. It's not a lot of money that I put in there. Definitely reinvest a lot back into the business. But as long as you have a plan and you just understand your numbers, which is really all it takes to be a smart investor, you don't have to invest a lot. You just need a plan and to understand where you are and where you want to be. There's no problem with spending money.
Buy yourself those shoes. You can do both. It's not one or the other. Just because you buy
True.
some shoes doesn't mean
Not
you're
one
going
or
to
the
end
other.
up like...
Yeah, I mean, if that was the case, me having... I have too many soccer shoes, honestly. I need to get rid of some. If you have a size 9 and you play turf soccer, first person who's reaches out to me on DMs on Insta, I'll send some shoes. I wore them once. I just didn't like them. They're these. They're like $130 normally. Yeah. Just hit up my Instagram, but comment below as well. You gotta do both. And because it's YouTube, I gotta say you gotta like the video, even though I can't check that. But I'll know. All right, let's see if he talks about anybody that's not this dude. Okay, lots and lots of TikTok. Same guy, same guy, same guy. Is it all the same guy? Because if it is, I agree. His content's just kind of, it's like not motivational and not informative. It's just this guy being like, you gotta invest and save money, which is true, but it doesn't tell you how to do it. He just says, don't spend. This is like if Dave Ramsey got a TikTok. This might be Dave Ramsey. Did Dave Ramsey get a TikTok and change his voice and his face? Because this guy is probably the same age. I think I cracked the code. I think that's it. I think we're done. That's it. Please don't leave. I need the retention. All right, he's going to talk about some crypto. And to be honest, I'm not too big in the crypto space. I'm planning on doing some videos where I just like invest in a bunch of meme coins to see what happens. But it's all money because I am a smart investor that I'm completely willing to lose because it's an operating expense of running this YouTube channel. I'll give this to Cody, though. He might know more than me about crypto because I have not delved into that space. Is delved the word? As much as I should have.
I bought the Shiba Inu coin early, and now it's flying. Bro, Dogecoin is much better, and it's backed by Elon. Well, Shiba's going to kill Dogecoin for sure. Yeah, I don't think so. I bought Doge at 5 cents.
I think
now
they're
it's at
both
30.
meme coins, and they're not great.
500% return. Ha! That's nothing compared with my 1,500% on Shiba.
Dude, I'll give him this. This is just like boring content. All these like TikToks where they talk to themselves is like, oh my gosh. Did you see? I invested in international market funds and I returned 7%. Haha, I invested in US index funds and I earned 12%. But the outlook on the US index funds are not as good as the international. But US funds have a more proven track record and they will always come to have a higher return over a 30-year period. It's like, this is such boring crap, especially when I made it even... Why did this fall off? Can you tell? I live in a van. Everything breaks. I honestly have not seen one of those videos where just they talk to themselves that has been like entertaining and good content before. Specifically talking about finance TikToks.
I would buy Shiba, but I like all my stocks and crypto in one place. Well, Public do both, and you can get a
It's an ad!
stock worth between
Oh
three
my
and
God, is this an ad? Is this an ad for public?
Like, that's just not a good ad. Just the premise of the ad is so dumb. Why would you not be able to buy Shiba Inu coin and Dogecoin in the same wallet? That doesn't make any sense that you would need public.com. The premise of the ad doesn't make sense. The fact that it's an ad is just infuriating.
This video doesn't even have an ad read in it, and it does anyways. I can't get away from this shit. Mark, you owe me money, dog.
Through the transitive property of reacting to a reaction video, Mark owes me money too. So pay up.
I also like that he plays two characters, but he looks right at the camera both times.
Yes, that's why this content sucks. They do that all the time. We're 7 minutes in. I'm gonna scrub through to see if this is about anybody else as well. Oh, is this a new guy?
Hey son, I'm paying $200 a month.
Oh, look at that. It's another video where someone talks to themselves. How original.
$200 a month for life insurance right now. Whoa, Dad, that's a lot of money. What's that gonna do? So if I keep paying and I die within 30 years, you get $500,000. $500,000? Whoa, that's pretty good. But what if you don't die? Then the insurance company keeps all of my money and you get...
Is this saying that you
nothing.
shouldn't get life
So
insurance?
I want you to die?
Or is it just trying to be a joke? I feel like this might just be trying to be a joke, but honestly, I kind of related to that because when I was growing up, I went over to my dad's office one time and he showed me his life insurance papers, and it was like a 30-year term life insurance that has $1 million policy. And he's like, hey, if I die, this $1 million is going to split up. You'll get like 200 grand, your sister will get 200 grand, your mom will get 600 grand, something like that. I don't remember exactly how it worked out. And I was like, in that moment, I didn't want it to happen, but I kind of wanted him to die. Dad, if you're watching this, I don't want you to die. I love you so much. Please don't die. But it is kind of something weird where, like, intrinsically, you're like, I want money. You want the outcome of the money, but you don't want the death to happen, obviously. But the concept of life insurance is something that I think is a little bit overdone, especially if we're talking about, like, the Dave Ramsey crowd. He's like, I have term life insurance still on myself. He's worth, like, freaking tens of millions of dollars. There's no need for him to have more life insurance. Me and my wife currently have life insurance. We have $500,000 each. And luckily, because we're young, we don't pay $200 a month. Together, I think we pay $47 a month for both of our policies. You want to build up assets to the point where after that term life insurance is up, you don't need more life insurance. The whole point of it is to make sure that someone can get through the grieving process and essentially through the rest of their life if they want to. But especially if you have kids or someone who's depending on you, having some sort of life insurance can be really helpful, at least just for burial, or if someone depends on your income, to replace that income. But that TikTok is also something that I've seen like 5 or 6 different times. I was hoping it would be information about life insurance instead of the same joke that I've seen probably like 10 or 15 times by now. I'm interested if Cody's seen it too, though.
This one's pretty good too.
Yes. But I also don't want you to die. Also, yes. Huh.
What is the solution to this, though? They didn't say what you're supposed to do.
That's what I'm saying. See, Cody, as an investor, I know the solution. Oh yeah, Anthony, what's the solution? Well, if you're watching my video, I would have just said it. But essentially, you try to build up your assets to the point where it can give you the income that you would receive from the life insurance payout. Honestly, you don't need to spend over $100 normally on life insurance unless you have health conditions that you need to worry about. And one extra point before I get back into the video is that a lot of life insurance policies now have something where you don't have to die to get a benefit. If I was to become terminally ill, like with a cancer, they could pay me out that $500,000 in order to cover those medical costs in my life in the hopes that I would continue to live.
You're supposed to get it, or you're just supposed to wait till you're like, you know, on the brink? It's
No,
like
you're not. That'll be
failing,
super expensive.
You know?
Cody, just watch my video, dude.
I don't know.
I'm being invaded. I can't believe this. What's your verdict on the van?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. They've done a tremendous job. I'm surprised at how much can be kept in nooks and crannies. You have everything you need.
I didn't pay her to say that. Sorry for the interruption. Cody, if you didn't know, we live in a van. And so because of that, we're in Atlanta visiting with some friends. Let's get back to this investor's take on finance TikTok. Fin talk, if you will. Oh, I kind of hate that.
On to the next one.
I just bought this Rolex for $12,000. Oh my god, you're so cool. Yeah, I went into a little credit
I
card debt.
could
paying
not
a little interest
spend
over
$12,000.
36 months. Oh, cool. Living that American life, you know. Yeah, but you know what's more cool? What? Not being in debt.
Owned them!
I agree. It's cooler not being in debt, especially if you're spending 12 grand on a Rollie. I think I have a watch, actually. Here, let me put it on for the rest of the video. Grab it out of this down here. The great thing about living in a van, because I live in a van, is that everything is so close, and you're able to grab it. And so, got it as a gift, but I think I could have bought it at Burlington for like $15. We'll throw that on as a flex. And the fact that I'm personally debt-free is also a flex. But I will say, man, these just talking to yourself videos, can't do it.
Owned them! So it seems like the overall theme is don't overspend. Invest your money instead. It's pretty obvious.
Especially when so much of the content that is made about that is just regurgitating the same stuff or the same, even jokes. I don't get that. And yeah, it's just very basic. Try not to overspend and invest your money if you can.
I think, did we not hear that enough? I guess they don't really tell you that in school, do they? So maybe we need people like this.
Whole idea of, oh, I guess they don't tell you that in school. Every time that is said in like a podcast or something that we're listening to.
Here's the thing with this whole dumb school thing. You are only given 8 hours in a day to learn as much as you can. I bet you don't remember half of what you even learned in school. So even if you learned it, if you aren't going to be actively using it, you aren't going to remember. You spend way more time with your community and your
I
parents.
need to back this up real quick.
Ideally. So if you don't get taught how to do certain things, that's on your people. That's not on your teacher. Your teacher has a set curriculum that they have to go through, and it's not going to serve every single purpose of your life.
But did they tell you how to invest your money?
No, because you don't have money to invest, and it's going to change in the next 3 years.
But what about spending? Did they tell you how to spend?
No.
Do you not? But isn't that why you're broke? Because school?
You're broke because your parents didn't teach you financial literacy. There are systemic issues within that. That is not the fault of the school system for not teaching you basic life skills.
Wow, you are
I'm so mad.
trembling.
I also had a lot of caffeine, so.
All I have to say is school doesn't teach you everything. It's a lot up to your community and your parents as well. But if they don't have that information, that's why there is help on the internet like this and hopefully like my channel. But the help that's like this, which is just invest your money, don't save, isn't actually helping anybody. Because the people who aren't able to do that just feel shame when they watch that type of content. And the people who are able to do that and don't know how to do that can get better content to figure that out. So I don't even know like what the need is for this stuff.
Our debt is bad, right? Why would you brag about that? The guy was like, yeah, I went into a little credit card debt. Oh, yeah. Racking it up, paying interest. What are you doing? Paying nobody.
Yeah, I'm not paying interest, dude. It's because I watched this video about how to grow a business on credit cards without paying any interest. A little shameless plug for you. But exactly what he's saying is the other point in why I think these videos are so stupid sometimes. It's because they're not even sensible scenarios. Like, that's what comedy is. It's taking something that people understand and, like, poking fun at it. Because the comedy in that is the fact that you're trying to flex, but you don't actually have the money, so you're paying credit card interest. The person who just bought the thing wouldn't be satirically talking about that. I don't know. I just don't like that content in general. It's boring.
Okay, let's move on to this man, Logical Finance. Let's see what he's got.
Ooh, logical.
I'm selling apples. Oh, no thanks. I'm okay. Just buy one. No, I don't want one. I don't even like apples.
An apple a day.
How do you not like
never-
apples?
We just
Apples are
did a study.
good.
Turns out an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't say.
I haven't had
Yeah,
my
now
apple.
we just need to get people to eat more apples. I'll tell you what, we'll make a law that everybody has to eat an apple a day. Hey, I'm selling apples.
Is this some political
I told
thing?
you last time, I don't even like apples. Well, legally, you have to buy one now.
This content is so boring.
What? I don't understand that one at all.
But I just keep going back to this thing at the beginning.
I'm a romantic, but most importantly,
Most importantly,
I'm an investor.
I don't know if that's most important anymore, man.
It's $50, or you can have it with blue cheese for $56.
I
think
hope
I'm
this
gonna
is
go
not
blue
as long and
cheese.
boring as the
You're
last
gonna
one.
pay $6 for just a little bit of cheese? I mean, I'm already spending $50. What's 6 more? You said
11% more. Quick math.
blue cheese was too expensive at the
Actually, I think it's 12%. I'm stupid. Take all my titles.
grocery store, and it was only $3. So the steak is $50, or you can have it with blue cheese.
Okay,
for
good. I'm not the only one who thinks this is lame.
It's like I just watched that twice, waiting for the punchline, but it just never came.
The punchline is that when you're at a restaurant, you'll pay more for something that is cheaper other places. That also just negates the fact that if you're out at a restaurant and you want blue cheese, you can just get the blue cheese even though it might cost $6 because that would make you enjoy your time at the restaurant more, and that's okay. Maybe you don't want blue cheese at home because you don't want to have to make something that goes with blue cheese. Lots of possibilities.
And by punchline, I mean like the lesson or what we're supposed to learn from these. Aren't they supposed to like teach you stuff, or are they just supposed to be like, hey, people are dumb?
Honestly, I agree. I don't feel like these videos are like teaching anything. And so I think maybe it was my job to react to this video just to help Cody Ko understand what these people were badly explaining. Cody, you're welcome. I live in a van. Please have me on your podcast or something. I'll drive to LA tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. We're going to be with family tomorrow. So maybe next week. See you in 2 weeks in LA.
They need to know what a Roth IRA is. I don't know what it is.
What?
I probably need to know. Just
I'm going to let him say what he's about to say because he just cut to something. He said and I'm hoping he's saying just to let everybody know I do know what a Roth IRA is. But if you don't say that you know what a Roth IRA is in this sentence, I'm officially stripping you of your investor title. Even though I know you invested in some other businesses, you got to learn what a Roth IRA is. And I'll tell you after the sentence.
funny that this is the format they chose. Why did everyone land on this format?
I agree. See, he's just saying the same stuff as me, but I know what a Roth IRA is. IRA is just an individual retirement account. You just put money into it and save it for retirement. You can't pull any money out until you're 59 and a half normally. You got two types of IRA. Traditional, Roth. Traditional IRA, you get taxed on your money when you take it out. Roth IRA, you get taxed on your money now, but you never pay any more taxes. And so because you're investing that money, you're hoping that it grows. So if your money grows from $5,000 to $10,000, you're going to pay taxes on $10,000. In a Roth IRA, you're not going to pay taxes on the growth, so you only pay taxes on the $5,000. But so that people who have a lot of wealth don't just never pay taxes, the Roth IRA is limited to $6,000 every single year. The traditional IRA is as well, so you can only put $6,000 in every single year. There's a lot more about it, and I do actually have a video on Roth IRAs over here if you want to watch it. It's a little bit older, but it explains it in much more detail. But Cody, man, you gotta know what a Roth IRA is. But if we're being real, he's got a lot more money to invest than I do.
It's like you're the last person that should be doing this format of video. There's just no timing. There's no sense of like character. It's like a sketch that's not funny about accounting. See what we can learn from Humphrey Yang.
Okay, I think
Why
this
do
is
so
last
many
one.
people drive G-Wagons? Well, I have one theory.
Oh, I know this guy. This guy makes a lot of this type of content, but he actually does explain stuff really well, which has been my qualm with like most of the past people. You either got to make it entertaining or educational. If we got a scale of entertainment and all of these other creators are on it, the guy who's wearing all the wigs, like his entertainment's maybe up here. He's trying to be like a TikTok Dave Ramsey, so that bumps him down a little bit. All the other entertainment values are down here. Humphreys is kind of a little bit above wig guy, but his educational value compared to everybody else is like way up here. So he's got some better content. Let's see what he has to say about G-Wagons. Let me predict though. I'm pretty sure, I haven't watched this video, but I'm pretty sure what he's going to say, because the GVWR, the gross vehicle weight ratio rating, something, is over a certain amount, I think it's like 6,000 pounds or something, you're able to completely write it off the first year that you buy it if you buy it as a business expense. And since it's a luxury vehicle that is over that rating, a lot of people will take it for the tax write-off as well. If I'm right, you have to subscribe and like this video. That's all I'm saying.
Weight rating of more than 6,000 pounds.
Oh, I was right. It was 6,000. I totally guessed, honestly.
179, a rule in the IRS tax code that allows business owners to write off the car as an expense.
Normally, you'd have to deduct a car over 5 years, but cars that fall under Section 179, you can deduct the entire amount in the year that you purchase it. So to make this work, you need a business like an LLC, and you also have to use the car for more than 50% of the time.
I didn't say the 50% business
You
thing.
can then write off the expense
honest.
from your taxable income.
Now, you legally are obligated to subscribe, especially if your name is Cody Ko, man. I'll tell you what, if I get a subscription from Cody Ko in the next week, Carissa, what will I do?
I don't know, probably something embarrassing.
Here's my next prediction. And if I predict this correct, you have to go to this video from Cody Ko and tell him to go watch mine. I think he's going to say that he's going to buy a G-Wagon. That's what he's going to say. He's got the money to. But let's see.
Ben's dealership website, it actually has a splash page.
Holy shit, I guess I'm buying a G-Wagon?
Yes! Go spam his video. Bye.